Well, hello again, everyone. Professor Profit coming to you from Craps University, and we've got a neat strategy for you this evening. This one is called Stay a Little Longer at the Table. This is a $1,500 buy-in. This is a strategy that is similar to one you've seen me do before, but in this one, the progression goes up as before, but this one it goes up just a little bit. So by doing that, we protect our bankroll, and we are able to stay at the table a little longer. Now takes a little longer to get back to our session high, but we'll continue to increase those bets until we get to our session high. Then we'll revert back down to our base level. So $1,500 buy-in, stay a little longer strategy. So we'll head on down to the felt here shortly and explain it to you. Before we do that, though, I would like you, if you enjoy the video, to give us a thumbs up. And that way we'll know you're enjoying the content we're presenting to you. Also, if you haven't already subscribed to the Craps University channel, man, we'd love to have you press that button and become part of the student body here at Craps U. We offer full ride scholarships, so it costs you absolutely nothing. And we do craps strategy videos on Sundays, and we do roulette strategy videos on Wednesdays and Fridays. One other thing, I want you to notice my new chapeau here. I was able to take a trip to Louisville, Kentucky last weekend to visit a friend. And that friend has a friend who's pretty high up on the totem pole at Churchill Downs. And I was able to get a back lot, if you will, tour of the facility there at Churchill Downs. Less than a month before the Kentucky Derby, the 150th running of the Derby. And it was just a very neat experience. And I picked up this hat on the way out. And so thank you very much to Mark for that wonderful, wonderful tour that you gave us. So we'll head on down to the felt now. We will explain exactly how the stay a little longer strategy works, how it's bet, what the progression is, and then we'll roll it out for a few minutes and see if this is one we can take to the casino. So we'll see you down there shortly. Okay, everyone, down here on the felt, and we're getting ready to roll out our stay a little longer at the table strategy. This is a $1,500 buy-in. We have $1,400 in the green and $100 in the red. We start off with a $25 pass line bet. And once the number gets established, say it's an 8, and we'll come back with a come bet. And let's say that's a 10, so that'd go to the 10. And then we come back with a don't come bet, and we don't have a DC box on our play field, so we'll put it on the come line here to signify that that is a don't come bet. And say that next number rolls a 5, so that'll go to the 5. And then we come back with the second DC bet, and let's say it's a 6 on that one, and that would go to the 6. Now, if any of these bets get resolved, say the shooter rolls a 10, then that would get paid off, and then we'd come back with another positive bet, because we have 2 negative bets here, the 5 and the 6, and just 1 positive bet. So we would come back with the come bet to replace the one that just paid off. Now, if it's a if it's a 7 out, of course, everything would come down and we go on to the next shooter. Now, if we do lose on a shooter, say we lose $25 on this first shooter, then the next shooter would go up $5 to a 30, and that would be on all 4 of the bets. It would be at $30 level. And even if we won on that particular player, if we still were not at our session high, the next shooter we would go up another 5 to 35, and we keep going in $5 increments until we reached our session high. So that is how the stay a little longer strategy is bet and played, and that's the progression. And so let's roll this out for a few minutes. So this is one I've only tried 2 or 3 times, so we'll kind of be learning together. So if you see anything here you think would improve the strategy, let me know, and maybe we can incorporate it in another video. But let's go ahead and do it as is right now and get started. And we'll put a pass line bet out. And our first roll is a 6, so the puck will go to the 6. Now we'll come back with the come bet. And that's another 6, so that'll go to the 6. The button will come down, and we'll get paid on the pass line. So that's a good start. And the come bet is working on the come out roll. So here we go. And that's a 12. So we lose our pass line bet that quick. So we will replace that. And we're rolling. Here we go. And there's the 5, 1, 6. So the puck will go to the 6. And the come bet will get paid. Even money. And we'll put that on the come and get that back in action. And there's the AC doocy, so we lose that. So we'll come back and just replace the come bet again. This has been kind of a weird roll. And there's a 3, 2, 5, so that'll go to the 5. So now we have a pass line bet and a come bet. So now we'll go to the dark side and a don't come bet out, and we're rolling. Here we go. And that's aces in both places, so that's a winner for us. So that'll pay 25, and we'll just keep the bet where it is and roll them again. And this time it's AC doocy, so that's another win for us. So we'll pay that off and roll them again. Here we go. And there's the 4, 1, 5, the horse and buggy. So that'll go back there. 5 will pay off. So we'll go ahead and pay that off, rack that. And so we'll come back with the come bet to get that one replaced. And here we go. So there's a 3, 2, 5. So that'll go to the 5. We'll lose the DC bet. That goes away. And so we will replace the DC. And we're rolling. Here we go. And there's the 4, 5, 9, the Colt 45. And so one more DC bet. And that's Yo 11. So we do lose that one. So we just come back and replace it. And we're rolling. Here we go. And there's the 5, 4, 9. So we lose the DC bet. That goes to the DC. And so we'll have to replace it again on a bit of a bad little run here. And there's the 5, 1, 6. So that'll go to the 6. We'll pay off the pass line bet. And that'll go in the rack. Puck will come down, and we're coming out. Everything's working. And there's the 8. So we've got the 5 and 8 on the light side, the 6 and the 9 on the dark side. And there's the 4, 1, 5, so that one will pay off. Pays even money. That'll come down. We'll put it back on the come, and we'll keep rolling. And there's the 4, 2, 6, the 2 by 4. So that'll go to the 6. We'll lose the DC bet. And so we will replace that one now. And we're rolling. Here we go. And there's Yo 11. So we do lose that again. And we'll replace that. And let's roll them again. And there's the 7 out. Okay. So we lose these 3, but we win that one. And so that is it for the first shooter. That was a long run. It was a weird rollout. So let's see where we are now. Of course, we started at 1,500. So there's 1,000. That's 1,100. There's 1,200, 1,300, 1,400. So we lost $50 on that shooter. So we'll go up to $30 on shooter number 2 as we'll increase our bets by $5. So we're coming out. Here we go. So there's Yo 11. So there's a $30 winner for us right off the bat. So we'll rack that up. And we're rolling again. And there's the boxcar. So we give our 30 right back. And this is looking like another weird roll. So 30 out there. Here we go. There's the tray in the tray. That's 6 hard. So that puck will go to the 6, and now $30 on the come. Here we go. And that goes to the 6. Pay the 30 on the pass line bet. That's a winner. And we'll rack that up. Puck will come down, and we're coming out. Here we go. There's a 6, 4, 10, 10 easy. So the puck goes to the 10. And now we'll come out with a don't come bet as we go to the dark side. And there's a 7 out, and that's the worst possible time you can throw that. So we lose all 3 of these bets. So we'll go up to 35 on the next shooter because obviously we lost money on that shooter. So let's take this down, and we'll be up to 35 now. And coming out, here we go. And there's a 10 hard, sunflower. So now we come back with a DC, or with a come bet, 35, and we're rolling. And there's AC Deucey, so we lose that. And we'll come back with another come bet. And here we go. And there's a 7 out, so we lose the pass line bet, we win the come bet. So that breaks out even. So we'll rack all this up and on to the next shooter. And we'll be up to 40 on this shooter. And we're coming out. Here we go. Here's a 3-2-5, no field 5. So come out with our come bet now. 40 on that one also. And we're rolling. And there's the sunflowers again. That'll go to the 10. So now we'll go to the dark side. $40 on the DC. 5-1-6. So that'll go to the 6. And another DC bet for 40. And we're rolling. And there's the 7 out. So again, bad timing there. So we lose these 3. We do win this one. So these will go in the rack, or in the casino coffers. And this one will go on the rack. And now we'll go up to $45 on our next shooter. And hoping to turn things around. I kind of got in a little bit of a hole here to start. But this one comes back pretty quickly. So $45 on the pass line. And we are coming out. And there's the 2x4, so the puck will go to the 6. And that will come back with a $45 come bet. And there's a 7 out, so we lose the pass line, we win the DC. So next shooter, and now we'll be up to $50 on this shooter. And we're coming out, here we go. And there's the 2x4, so the puck goes to the 6. And $50 on the come. And that'll go to the 9. And now $50 on the don't come. And that'll go to the 6, 5-1-6. Puck comes down, we pay 50 on the pass line, and we'll rack that up. And we're coming out, and all the bets are working. Drop the dice. There we go. And there's Joe 11. So that's another 50, another winner there. So we'll rack that up. Coming out again. And there's the 3-1-4. So the puck will go to the 4. We've got 2 light side bets, 1 dark side bet. So we'll put another DC bet out. And we're rolling. And that'll go to the 9. 9 gets paid. $50. So we'll rack that, and now we've got to come back with the come bet because we have 1 light side bet, the 4, and then 2 dark side bets, the 6 and the 9. And there's the 7 out. So that's pretty good timing for that. We lose the pass line, but we win the come, and then we win 50 on the 6, 50 on the 9. So we'll rack all this up and see where we are. Okay. There's $14.75 right here. I think, let me be sure. Yep, $14.75. There's $15.25. So we're back at a session high. So now we can go back to our base level, our $25 bet. So let's do that. And we're coming out. Here we go. And there's a 7, winner 7, front line winner. So we'll pay that. And rack it. Next roll, there's Joe 11. That's another winner, so that's a good start for us on this shooter. Let's hope it continues. And there's the double ducks, the 4 hard. So the puck will go to the 4, and we'll put a come bet out. And that's the 4-1-5, so that'll go to the 5. So we'll come back with the don't come bet. And again, we'll put that on the line because we don't have a don't come box on the play field. So that goes to the 8. And one more DC bet. And that'll go to the 6. So those are the two worst numbers for the DC. Let's see how it works out. And there's an immediate hard 6. So that comes down. We lose. So we'll need to replace the DC. And right back on that 6. This time it's the 8, so we lose the 8. And again, on the dark side, you don't want to be on that 6 and 8. And okay, there's a 3-1-4, so the DC will go to the 4. Puck comes down, that is a winner. So we'll pay that off. And we're coming out, everything is working. And that's the 3-2-5, so the puck will go to the 5. That's a winner on that come bet there. So we'll pay that off and put that back in the come, and we're rolling. And there's the 6-2-8, so that'll go to the 8. And there's aces in both places. There's the 4-1 winner 5. So we'll pay that off. Rack it up, and we're coming out again. Take the puck down. And that'll go to the 9 this time. And we're rolling. There's a 6-2-8, so that'll be a winner on that 8. So we'll bring that down, and that'll go back to the come now. And right back on that 8, so we'll move that to the 8, and we're rolling. And there's the 6, so we do lose the DC on that one. So let's replace that. Next roll. And this one will go to the 9 this time. That is a winner 9, so we'll pay the pass line. Rack that, and we're coming out. Everything is working. And there's the 10 hard. Next roll. And there's the 7 out. So we lose these 2, we win these 2, so let's break even. And I think that should give you a pretty good idea of how this strategy works. We got in the hole early, but we're able to come back. So let's see where we ended up here. We started with $1,500, which you have right here. The goal was $150 or stay as long as you can. We hadn't played very long, but we're still going to be ahead a little bit, not 150. But there's 75, and there's 100, and there's 125. So we were pretty close to our goal on winning. And if we'd wanted to stick around and play a little longer, we were certainly in good shape to do that. So that is how the stay a little longer at the table betting strategy works. We do hope you enjoyed that. Again, we started off at $1,500 and we ended up at $1,625. So that's a $125 win. And again, this is kind of in its infancy. So we're trying out some new things. That's where we are right now with this particular strategy. But if you see anything there that you would change or would improve, I would appreciate hearing about it, and maybe we can try it in another video. But the thing I want to stress is the lower progression. A lot of the strategies we've used in the past, if we lost at the $25 level, rather than going just by $5 to the 30, we'd go all the way up to 50 and then 75 and 100. And of course, when you do that, you can make up your losses quicker, but it also increases your volatility. And by decreasing the volatility here, you can stay longer, and the risk to your bankroll is significantly less. So that's certainly worth considering when you belly up to the craps table. So that is the stay a little longer at the table strategy. Well, what did we think of that? We did come out a little bit ahead. It was a little bit of a wild ride. We got off to a pretty bad start, but we were able to recover and come out with a pretty nice little profit there. And as we mentioned at the end of the video, the rollout, we could have stayed there longer. We had a profit in the bankroll, so we were in good shape to stay at the table a little longer and work on those comps. And although we fell just shy of our $150 goal, I'm confident if we had stayed around a little longer, we probably could have made that goal also. So that is the stay a little longer strategy. Please leave a comment if you see something that you think would improve the strategy, and then maybe we'll come back and try your little tweak and roll it again, see how it works out. So once again, thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed the video, please give us the old thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so and becoming part of the student body here at Craps-U. Once again, thank you for joining us. This is Professor Profit coming to you from Craps University. And if you're out there rolling those bones this week, we wish you nothing but the best of luck. And may all your rolls come up winners. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.